associated. Are we live?
We are live. It's too late. You got to talk about them.
All right. You gonna
So,
introduce us?
yep, I am. So, everybody, real quick, let me do this. This is me being a little bit unprofessional, but I got y'all. Hold on. This is what we do on here. Boom. All right. So, here's what we are, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Y'all had to see that little bit of prep work I had to do right there, but welcome. This is EJ Evans and LP. You see him over there.
What's
We
up,
are
guys?
talking about Married at First Sight, season 14, episode 3. What was it called again?
Wicked Witch of the Boston Town.
I don't believe you at all. Beantown Wedding Throwdown is what we.
I knew it was something like that.
Yeah, Beantown Wedding Throwdown. And I wanted to go live for this for a very specific reason. Okay, a couple of episodes ago when we first did the introductions. All right. And I promise this is the last time I'm gonna say something about it, but I just wanted you to know how bad of a decision this was. This is a couple that LP thought was gonna make it the farthest. Like this was gonna be the forever couple. All right. And let's hear how he feels today. Let's talk about Chris and Alyssa.
All right. This was my pick. So Chris and Alyssa, this is one of the last two weddings we're gonna see. And so Alyssa wakes up, her friends come running in, and by the way, Alyssa has a hot friend. I love this girl. If you're out there, baby, I love you. I love you.
Holla at her. We need to find her name. Maybe we can get you on Married at First Sight. Well, I mean, I've seen you before, but I want to marry you still anyway.
They showed the names. They showed the names of her friends, but I don't know like if they're in order or what. It doesn't matter. Anyway, she has some like nice friends, but they were all like obviously in like sororities or whatever. So, anyways, what's funny about this scene? But anyways, she says she wants a guy that's tall, tan, and with a beard. Which Chris is two out of this. He's tall. He's not that tan, but he's tall. He's I don't know. He's taller than her. It looks like. I mean, definitely taller than her. But he does have.
He plays for he's a frisbee guy.
I don't know. He might be tall. I think he's like.
He has the stubble, so the stubble's a W. He at least has.
At least he got the beard. But she goes. Bad teeth is a turn off for me. She's like, it's donezo. Like after that, and then they cut to a scene where it's Chris with his fucking snaggly tooth hanging out in his bed. I mean, these editors did him such a bad job. Like they made him look so bad. I'd be so pissed. Like as soon as like she goes like, I want a guy with nice teeth and like if he had a snaggly tooth, I would just run away. And then he just pans over to like Chris and his snaggly. Oh my god, it's fucking beautiful. Like this is why.
Man, and did you see that part right there, right after what you just said? And it was like Pastor Calvin came on there and had all of these ideas as to why they were going to work. These people knew these just wasn't fitting to work.
It was a ruse, and I fell for it.
They knew.
I fell for it. All right, so after that, that was the whole like the whole pre thing to like them walking down the aisle. So how about Alyssa walks down the aisle by herself because her dad, they show her dad standing, and then she goes, "My dad can't walk very far," and they cut to her dad standing just there in the corner, and like, how far do you have to walk, you know? And so she goes, "So I'm just gonna walk down the aisle by myself, you know." Women empowerment and everything, and I'm just like, oh my! At this point, I'm done.
Yeah, she's a whole mess, dude.
I picked the worst, worst person. Like I was like, what was I thinking?
Like this couldn't get any worse. Like she is doing every foul thing she can. I think she's put here for that reason. She's a plant, dude.
Okay, and then did you catch this? Because I had it. All right, so we walk down the aisle. They look at each other, the whole thing, and the preacher he welcomes them, and he goes, "Welcome, friends and family." He pronounces, and I rewound it a couple times, and it was beautiful. He said, "Welcome, friends and family." I'm just like, oh my god, this thing is a disaster. And during the vows, what the worst part is, Chris goes. Chris is the one that says, "I'm like the one that's going to bring the excitement to the relationship."
Oh,
like,
Jesus.
oh my god, they're gonna go frisbee golfing together.
Yeah, bro. You see that she was like, she had went on a bunch of dates after her and her ex broke up. That whole thing,
Yeah.
And she said she didn't found anything to like about any of those dudes.
She doesn't like anybody.
Any of them.
She's
Like this
terrible.
Frisbee, Mr. Frisbee don't stand a fucking chance. I think. You know what I think this is, and tell me if this makes sense to you. I think she finds shit wrong with anybody, so she doesn't get her heart broken again. Because didn't dude just kind of bail on her like while she was making dinner and he was on his way home?
Yeah.
It's like, hey, stop making dinner. We ain't together no more.
Yeah, she seems not very cool. Like, if that's like the nicest way I could put it. She seems pretty goddamn miserable.
Hey, say it. Tell them how you feel, LP.
All right, so after
we have opinions, okay? This is what we do with recaps. We give our opinions on stuff.
I was amazed that after the vows, when they like you can kiss the bride, I was fucking amazed that they let that she actually kissed them. And so they kiss. I didn't think that was
gonna happen either.
They walk off and they go to the pictures, and the photographer is like, "Hey, put your head on his chest so we can take a cute picture." She's like, "No, I don't feel comfortable with that."
Like, absolutely not.
Oh my god!
No, he might hit me with one of those gangly teeth. I'm good. I'm not doing it. No,
I know. He's gonna hook her with one of those things,
man.
It's like you can't even get close to oh my god.
Yo, you know what was so funny? Do you remember the part when there was Alyssa's family wants Chris to know, right? And they said something in there about and you'll always be able to tell when something's bothering her.
Yeah.
You see it on her face, and she's sitting over there looking all kinds of fucked up.
I mean, it was
about this situation. It's like, Chris, reference this look that she has on her face right now for future reference, just so you know something's wrong right now.
I know, it's so bad. So we get fast. So they talk to the friends, and Chris meets with the mom, and Chris is like, "What? She say anything? Does she like me?" And she was like, "Yeah, she said she likes me." And I was just like, this mom lies just as bad.
Lying ass lady.
Don't lie to poor Chris over here.
Because you see it, it's like, has she said anything? And she was like, no. She's like, you know what? Yeah. When we were dancing, okay, look, when we were dancing, she has said, I was like, I like him. She was like, me too. That happened. Right? Lying her ass off. She didn't say none of that. She's ridiculous. All kinds of messed up.
So should we get to the fight they had?
No, not yet. You're missing something very important, I think.
What happened?
When homegirl went and met with Chris's friends.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Bruh, and they were like, if he comes off as condescending, he just loves teaching and stuff like that. And some people are just like that. They just know how to instruct. Mm-hmm. And some people see it as an insult of intelligence and stuff like that. And then she's like, she just took that and ran with it.
Yeah, she was like, I'm not gonna get talked to like that. She was pissed. She didn't like any of those friends. Honestly, I don't like any of those friends.
I don't like any of the people involved in this scenario we're talking about.
I want to hang out with any of these people.
Nope, none of them.
So I can't blame her there. But yeah, she took that and she was pissed. She did not like that. They're all kind of nerds, all of Chris's friends. They're all kind of
she didn't even give disc golf a shot. I remember he was like, I play disc golf and I'm the regional superintendent emperor.
And he was like, I'm the vice president of the Association of the Northeastern Philadelphia League.
He's like, whatever, motherfucker. You like horses? Because I don't like frisbees. Sorry.
Hey, we got a shot. How about those golden baits? She finally busted them out.
Hey, respect, whatever. I ain't mad at her for that. Do your thing. It's your wedding. It's your day. All right. And you wasted those on some dude that you are not gonna make it with. So I hope you dust those off, baby girl. Try it again. You got like 15 wedding dresses. You can do this.
How about they passed her off as this girl that rides horses and outgoes. She doesn't even own a horse or anything. I feel like she like went and rode a horse like one time.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but the first episode, wasn't she almost likable?
Yeah, I thought she was like kind of cool.
Yeah, she was like, oh, she's cool. She's a cute lady, right? They went to the vineyard. I remember because I remember I talked about them. Huh?
They're just boring, you know? Yeah. Like there's nothing to talk about, it seemed like.
But it's like, I don't know, she just seems to find fault with everything. And that's I think that's what her problem is. And that's what it is that nobody is, until she figures out what's going on in her head, this is going to be the same shit for anybody. You could have had anybody up there at the thing. Like, who's the hot dude right now?
The hot dude?
Yeah, who's like the hot dude to women right now? Who's that guy? Like Michael B. Jordan?
No, Pete Davidson, baby.
Oh, Pete Davidson. Okay. All right. You can have Pete Davidson up there and she finds something wrong with him. Like maybe his middle toe was longer than his big toe or something. That's a problem. And I can't condone this type of behavior, and I can't be in a relationship with somebody with wonky toes like that.
All right. But what if she's claiming that she said, I don't want anybody with nasty ass teeth.
Okay.
And so like,
I mean, and the thing was, his teeth weren't that bad. Like they were.
I feel like they
all had their own space. Worse. They wasn't like climbing all over each other. Like they was in their lane.
They were like, they had a couple snaggle teeth, but I feel like they could have edited it to like make them look more yellow and shit. Cause they were looking a little like yellowish too. Like when I was watching that, I was like, man, they did this dude so bad. So like I could understand like her being a little bit pissed off, like, you know, if you're like, I don't want a guy with like some weird ass toes, and they like show got some weird ass toes. I mean, like, what did I sign up for?
Dude, and you see, like it is. I don't know what this
Dr.
is. She
Pepper,
just wanted
come on.
Yeah, she was mad. Like you could tell she was visibly upset. Like this, the motherfucker y'all picked for me.
Yeah. That's what I said. I couldn't believe.
You know, I have bought 23 wedding dresses. Dr. Pepper, what the fuck is this guy?
Thank God.
What the fuck make you think I want somebody who play frisbee? Dr. Pepper, Pastor Calvin, get one of y'all come marry this asshole. I'm not doing this. You can have my cowboy boots and everything.
Let's go. That's cowboy boots. Yeah, man. So I'm gonna lose this bet for sure. There's no way this couple's making it. There's no fucking way. We get into the argument that they had.
Bro, do you remember this part? When they were sitting there talking afterwards, and Chris thought he was crushing it.
Yeah.
And he was like, it's just like the greatest first date ever.
Yeah. She was
like, come on, man. What are you watching? Like, I'm watching the same date you on right now, and you having a rough go of it.
He got one kiss during the wedding, and he thought he was killing it.
Like, how bad were your other dates?
He's an idiot.
This is the one.
He's done. This relationship's done. He can tank it.
Man.
She was freaking out at the end. What was that about?
Who was freaking out?
Alyssa at the end.
Oh, because it was like what was happening was it was getting to the moment of truth. Okay, she didn't fuck with the dude. She did it just because the show. With him? Not at all. And she did it just because the show said you have to go through with it. Okay, you can get it or no later, but you got to go through with it. Don't make us look like assholes. We the geniuses. We the experts. Don't fuck this up for us, right? Yeah, and she goes in there. She was talking to producer in the other room. Like everybody, you seen they did all of this stuff where everybody's like snuggling and getting to know their like better half, and you know what I mean, making jokes under the covers. And then you see Chris sitting in the lobby, still got his whole tuxedo on. Like Steve is in and Noah is in the hotel room with some nerd glasses and some basketball shorts and shit on, right?
Yeah,
and he still got his tuxedo on.
I like how when she came out, she was like, first, I would like to say, I'm sorry for making you sit out here all by yourself. She was like, there was a few things that were said that I didn't appreciate. And he was like, what?
What said what?
Yeah, it was like the comment was about the side piece. She was like, oh, I'll be like your good side piece or something like that.
I don't know. I don't trust any person that doesn't have a sense of humor. Don't trust them.
I know, yeah. She's
I don't
nuts.
trust people like that.
Yeah, she's nuts. I was surprised because we see the previews for the next they show like the previews for the whole season now. It's like we finally got through like the intro. You know what I mean? Like the first 6-7 hours of television.
Jesus
we
Christ,
just watched.
right?
And
We
then
made it.
after the episode tonight, they were like, "This season on Married at First Sight," and I was like, "Whoa, I've been watching this season Married at First Sight for the last 3 weeks."
This is the introduction. This is what happens. Once again, this is our soft opening, right?
That was so weird. But they do after this. I don't think they stay together this night, but they do. They show each other fucking hanging out later in the season. So this isn't the end of Alyssa and Chris, and I think I still have a chance to win my bet here.
But you hear yourself right now.
It's not looking good.
No, not at all. Not at all. This poor guy. Dude, he was sitting out there in the lobby and she was at the top of her. She was talking loud, bashing this dude.
I know. It seemed like they could hear each other. So I don't think they could. I feel like that's the way the show was making it look.
I felt so bad for him, man. Because you remember at the beginning of the episode, he was cheersing with his boys, right?
I know.
He was having a good time. He was all excited. He was like, I waited my whole life for this shit. You know?
He's like,
this is it. I'm becoming a married man today.
Me.
And then you get this goddamn maniac standing across from you.
I know.
With her cowboy boots and her judgments, right?
Dude, you imagine seeing that girl walk down the aisle in her gold cowboy boots? I'd be like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Why would you? Who is this person?
I think gold cowboy boots with a wedding dress equals crazy. All right, don't at me. I'm gonna go with that. It really is. It means that she's crazy.
Has to.
Because everybody has to have that little thing. And you see they rode in the back of a pickup truck, just sitting back there.
I know.
In a wedding dress and in a tuxedo, just in the back of a pickup truck.
It's weird.
To prove what point?
Whole thing's strange, man. She's nuts.
Yeah. Because where she lives, she's from Situate. That's the name of the place she's from. It's a very rural area.
Where? Outside Boston?
Yeah. Up in the New England area. So I get that, but still, come on, man.
She's just trying to be country.
Yeah. I don't care for her.
Come down here, baby girl.
Yep. There you go.
Country.
Is that what you gonna do? You gonna take her mudding?
Yeah. Leave those golden boots at home.
We gotta use them for something. Right? And then she that part where she was like, I just want to go get some sleep. And he was like, okay, cool. And then she's like, you have a nice night. I was like, wait, not with me. I'm not coming.
Yeah.
And then he just sat there and put his head in his hands.
So weird.
That made me feel bad right there.
I feel like they left us hanging too. I was like, they were just like,
this poor guy. I felt so bad. I felt so bad for him.
I know. Poor guy. So they're done, but they're not done. They're hanging in with it.
I like your optimism, but they are screwed. Okay. Yeah. So, did we miss anything about them?
I don't think so. The part about her walking down the aisle herself was ridiculous.
That's
her
one.
Dad is there. Her dad's sitting there.
Yeah. Just don't walk fast. Like he can make it.
Yeah, they you
see how long that
3 rows of people. It's so stupid.
I don't know.
Put him in a wheelchair.
Somebody did a fucking number on her, dude.
What's that thing that Hannibal Lecter rides around in? Put him on one of those Hannibal Lecter things.
That little thing that you move refrigerators. A dolly? He was on a fucking dolly, right?
Put him on a dolly. Yeah, that's just disrespectful for your father.
I just think whatever happened to her, like whoever these other dudes was, did a number on her because man.
Sure. Imagine you drag your father to this fake ass wedding, and then you say, "Hey, I don't need you to walk me down the aisle because you kind of can't walk. So you go sit over here." Yeah,
just sit your slow walking ass down. I don't want you stepping all over my dress. I got these cowboy boots. And she just strolls out there like she's doing a runway model, right?
I'd be so mad. Yeah,
bro, have somebody.
That was my biggest takeaway, honestly, out of that whole charade.
she didn't give us a good feeling here. I hope they don't make it. I think Chris deserves better.
Oh yeah,
I think he
the only
deserves
reason
better.
I hope they make it is just for the sake of that I picked them. But if I didn't pick them, I'd hope the absolute worst for both of them.
Hey, well, listen, everybody that's on this live listening to this right now. Hey, I want to thank y'all so much. Real quick, y'all already know Patreon's $1, right? Follow us on all social media. I Want My Podcast Studios. It's all on the banner at the bottom. Find me, and there's Lawton Parnell down there. Make sure you hit the like button. You hit the bell at the bottom so you can get notified when we go live. All right. Make sure y'all catch these because we have opinions. We'd love to hear yours too. If they make sense. If not, we'll just mute your damn ass. But you know what I'm saying. And outside of that, rate, review, and subscribe. And until next time, we love y'all, and we ready to go on to the next couple. We're gonna do Katina and Elijah on next.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Katina and Elijah. My man Big O. What you got about him?
All right. So she